All right, here we go. All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
All right, first and foremost, before we get started, giving all praise, honor, glory to
To
Yahweh,
Yahuwah, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rahakadosh.
Hey, double honors as always to the apostles and the others, a great millstone who well and taught us his truth. Peace, much love, and salutation as always to those for elect. All right, bros out in Great Millstone Natural. You see by the title, we almost out endure. Okay, and simply put, brothers know about the current events concerning Israel, Hamas, and Iran, and they talking about what's that? Is that Syria was involved or something like
Yeah.
that? They're getting involved, and you know, it's brewing up that third world war. All right, that the prophecies speak about. All right, and we're literally witnessing. All right, the prophecies of Yahweh Bashim jump off the pages. All while this is going on, you also have on the other hand, more talks of the MOTB. Talks of a device being implanted into your skin. All right, so it's only a matter of time, all right, before we get out of this bitch, man. And so that's why, like I said, we almost out. Endure. It's going to get tougher, but we just need to make sure that we continue on. I got something real quick that Acts, what was that, 14? Let me see. Oh no, not 14. Damn.
Yeah, it
That's
might be 14 and 22.
yeah. That's through much tribulation enter into the kingdom. Yeah, what was I thinking about? Was that it? I'm gonna just grab it. And I think it was another one though, but I'm gonna grab this. Acts 14 and 22. It says, conforming the souls. I remember now. Call y'all busting my shot. It says, conforming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High. All right, and like I said, we're scriptures tells us how the end days are going to be very troublesome. Especially for the men of the Lord. Well, not necessarily especially for the men of the Lord, but for Jake, man. But hey, we're gonna get tried as well. We're gonna be in the mix of these things, man. But ultimately, we know Yahweh Shema Shai, hey, he has our back. Okay. And that's the only way that we're gonna get into the kingdom. All right, through that straight gate. You have some?
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah, go ahead.
2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 6 to 8. It says, "For I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. Henceforth, there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing."
Mm-hmm. Right. And so, hey, we gotta fight the good fight of faith, man. And ultimately fight it until the end. Okay. It says, he that endure until the end, the same shall be saved. Okay, so this isn't a thing of being in the truth for 5 years, taking a break, and then just waiting on the Lord. No, you got to do this thing all the way into the end, man. You have to believe on Yahweh Bashim Shai until the very last moment, man. Until the missiles are shot off, or ultimately until your death. Because some brothers are going to be, all right, martyrs. They're going to be beheaded, as it says in the Book of Revelation. All right, but we understand death coming into this truth, so hey, that's nothing to us, man. And ultimately, we're willing to put up our bodies as a living sacrifice for Yahweh Bashim Shai, especially because Yahweh Shai did it for us first. Okay, he's the reason why we even have a chance to get back in good standings with the Heavenly Father Yahweh. So, as it says, which is your reasonable service, the least that we can do, is all right. Put your body up. All right, and I got that. The one I was initially thinking about, Romans 13 and 11. It says, in that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. All right, and so we already know that we're getting out of here soon, but hey, the scripture saying it's nearer than we believe. All right. So we believe, hey, within the next, year, 2 years, Lord's will, all right, we're gonna be out of this bitch, but it's gonna be nearer than what we believe, man. And we see how fast the Lord is kicking shit up, man. In the span of shit. When was that incident? Friday? I think.
Yeah, I think it was, yeah.
Thursday or Friday, but essentially, in the span of 5 to 7 days. All right. Which I think it was last Wednesday was the 4th when they did that little test thing. All right, which nothing ultimately happened on that day, but that was a big talk. Everybody was, bugging, cutting phones off and shit, unplugging, TVs. But from that time to shit now, next Wednesday, you see how much stuff has happened in the span of a week, man. So the Most High is speeding these days up. He's speeding these prophecies up, man. So we're about to get out of here. You got something?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, and start at verse 3. It says, Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua HaMashiach. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier.
Yeah. And see, that's the thing. We're coming with us seeing these things popping off. All right, with us knowing about what's going on in Israel and so on and so forth. Like me and this brother was speaking on it earlier, man. We're brothers got to really grow numb to everything else, and we have to focus solely on the mission, and focus solely on, hey, the Most High is speaking right now, man. Okay, and ultimately he's he's stamping his promise. Here it is, however long bro's been going out, we've been going out and speaking about the wars and the rumors of wars, and now we're literally seeing it. Okay, we're literally seeing them talk about implanting something into your body. All right, so the Most High is speaking, man. Okay, and can you read that last one again?
Yeah. This is verse 4. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who had chosen him to be a soldier.
Right. So if you're, and this is a spiritual war. Okay. So us being in this spiritual war, all right, we need to have a war, a warfare mindset. We need to be in the mindset of being in a war. You don't get sent off to war and you're focused on, what's going on at the house and things of that nature, because you're not going to be able to focus, man. Okay. So we don't need to be in the time, especially now, getting entangled with, with Keisha, all right, your job, so on and so forth. It says, if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out, man. We're coming into the days where anything is interfering with this work, it has to go. And especially now, man. Okay. You can't go to war and be focused or thinking like a civilian. The elder Yashawamba did a video on that, I believe a couple months ago. You can't have a civilian mindset as a warrior, as a soldier. You have to have a soldier mindset. Yahweh Shemashai has called us into his military. All right. Hey, we need to be solely focused on the mission. The mission is getting the fuck out of here, prophesying the downfall of this wicked kingdom and getting out of here, man. It does not include, all right, dealing with Eve or you getting tied up with her or serving your job more. All right, missing camp because you got work. They don't include none of that, man. You got more on that?
Yeah, I got one more.
Yeah.
2 Timothy chapter 2, and it's the same chapter. I'm just jumping down. Verse 10. Therefore, I endure all things for the elect's sake, that they may also obtain the salvation which is in Yahushua HaMashiach with eternal glory.
Mm-hmm. You got it, bro.
Which, because what it reminds me of is Apostle Paul. Because this is Apostle Paul writing a letter to Timothy. There was another time where Apostle Paul was saying it would be, cool, really. He wouldn't have a problem with passing away and being in the spirit realm. But, there's a mission. There's things that need to be done. So, let me actually see if I can find that. Okay, that might be it. This is Philippians chapter 1 and verse 23 and 24. It says, "For I am in a strait between two, having a desire to depart and to be with Mashiach, which is far better. Nevertheless, to abide in the flesh is more needful for you."
Yep.
So,
Hey, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, because when you're in the spiritual realm, as the scripture speak about that, you're at peace, man. Even the wicked. Okay, there's no, slavery or nothing going on up there. All right, but hey, like the Apostle Paul was saying, he understands that ultimately there's a mission, and we share that same mindset. The shit that you go through here in Babylon, man. Sometimes it's like, man, shit, fuck it, pull the plug, goddamn it. But we understand that there's a mission, and hey, everybody is subject to their lot, because most of the men of the Lord, all right, that are here on the earth, they're not going to taste the death. All right, but some will. But does that mean you're suicidal? You go driving off cliffs and shit? And no, all right. But ultimately, hey, that's your lot, and you won't know if that's your lot until then. You know what I'm saying? But everybody needs to prep their mind to be ready to die for the Lord. But ultimately, like I said, the apostle saying, man, it'd be better to go back and be with Yahushua, but there's a job to do. We have a mission. We got to finish the course. Was that it?
Yeah.
Oh, let me grab
I got another one.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 20, and I'm going to start at verse 1, and the headline says laws of warfare. It says, "When thou goest out to battle against thine enemies, and seest horses and chariots and a people more than thou, be not afraid of them, for Yahweh thy God is with thee, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. And it shall be, when ye are come nigh unto the battle, that the priest shall approach and speak unto the people, and shall say unto them, Hear, O Israel, ye approach this day unto battle against your enemies. Let not your hearts faint, fear not, and do not tremble, neither be ye terrified because of them. For Yahweh your God is he that goeth with you to fight for you against your enemies to save you. And the officers shall speak unto the people, saying, What man is there that hath built a new house and hath not dedicated it? Let him go and return to his house, lest he die in the battle, and another man dedicate it. And what man is he that hath planted a vineyard and hath not yet eaten of it? Let him also go and return unto his house, lest he die in the battle, and another man eat of it. And what man is there that hath betrothed a wife and hath not taken her? Let him go and return unto his house, lest he die in the battle, and another man take her. And the officers shall speak further unto the people, and they shall say, What man is there that is fearful and faint-hearted? Let him go and return unto his house, lest his brethren's heart faint as well as his heart.
Mm-hmm.
So the point being, like the brother was saying, well, ultimately the scriptures say this is a spiritual battle. So if there's anything that is holding you back, if you're not willing to let it go, then you're better off going into the world, because it's going to cripple you. What this is basically saying is you need to be fully invested in the war. You can't be thinking about anything that you left behind. And if you're having second thoughts, then ultimately you shouldn't come to battle. Right? Especially the end. It said anybody that's faint-hearted. A lot of our people, they're not willing to suffer the shame that comes with teaching the words of Yahweh by Shemel Shai in a wicked society. So if you're not willing to put all these things aside, which ultimately, like Yahweh Shai said, you forsake these things, you're going to receive 100-fold. If you're not willing to put your mind towards what really matters, Matthew 6:33, then you might as well just kick back, because all you're going to do is be a burden.
Yep. I got something for you real quick. Luke 9, I'm going to start at 61. It says, And another also said, Lord, I will follow thee, but let me first go bid them farewell, which are at home at my house. And Yahweh Shai said unto him, No man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of the Most High. You know, it's like the brother brought up, we're going into, man. All right, this is a spiritual warfare, you know, and we can't afford loose ends, essentially. You know, a nigga that's too focused on something that he got back in the earth. Because ultimately, just go back, man. You're not fit for this if you feel like there's something still out there for you. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, we know, all right, especially as long as the spirit is dealing with us, hey, we know, man, there's nothing here for us in this goddamn place. There's nothing to look back to. All right, it says, remember Lot's wife. You know, looking back is a that's an unwise thing, man. All right, even going back to biblical customs, you know, that website, I'll pull it up, you know what I'm saying, later on, probably put it in the comment board or something. But yeah, you know, that's something that even the men are old, you know, you weren't supposed to do that, man. All right. And this is a war. I got this also, Job 38:3. It says, gird up now thy loins like a man, for I would demand of thee, and answer thou me. Right. So the Most High, he's gird up your loins, man. We're in a war, and shit is getting ready to be even worse than what you already think it is. You catching hell at the job, catching hell with your body, and you know, financial hell, things of that nature. That's not going to be anything compared to what we're getting ready to go into. But we're going through these things, all right, to be built up, to be tried as gold is tried in the fire. So when we come out in the end, we're victorious. The Most High isn't putting us through these things to destroy us. It's to build us up and prep our minds for what we're getting ready to enter into. Niggas are not going to be prepared mentally, okay, when shit hits the fan, because their minds are solely set on Babylon. That's all they know. They don't have, all right, a kingdom mindset. But the men of the Lord are going to be fully set. All these things that happen, like I said, you got all this shit happening in the earth, and the men of the Lord are rejoicing. And you got niggas praying for Israel. No, we need to get out of here. And this needs to happen so we can get out of here. You're praying for the wrong Israel. You know? You need to be praying for the actual Israelites, not them goddamn small hats, the wall humpers, the niggas that got you at that job. You had the job on your break, tweeting, pray for Israel. This nigga's getting a check off your black ass, man. Fuck these goddamn devils. All right, and then even when you go into the whole situation, it's well deserved. These niggas rock, you know, neither one of their lands, the Palestinians, the Israelis or whatever. It's neither one of their lands. All right, but they essentially came in and just took everything. You know, brothers been bringing out that map. The green was the Palestinians, and then it just fucking went to like these niggas barely got anything. You know, and this is all part of biblical prophecy, man. So at the end of the day, if you're against what's going on overseas, then you're against Yahweh Shem Shai, because this is prophesied to happen. You know, you got something?
Yeah.
You go ahead.
This is Sirach or Ecclesiastes 2:13-14. It says, woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will you do when the Lord shall visit you?
Yeah, woe unto you that are faint-hearted. You're not going to be defended in that day. That or weak-ass woman mindset is, because that's really what it is. You know, it's going to be a bunch of big niggas thinking like women. All right, thinking like bitches. But you know, that mindset, hey, is not going to save you in that day, man. You have to have the mindset of a man. Okay, gird up thy loins. I will demand of thee. The Most High is getting ready to put a standard in his men, and that's why the men of the Lord, all right, they're going to be like the what's that the wedge of Ophir,
The golden wedge.
you know, yeah, the golden wedge of Ophir. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be the true high value, high class men. All right, that's when we're going to have the power. Okay, or at least the starting of it. All right, because ultimately our true power is going to be instated when we get into the kingdom, man. All right, but when people start to see, Everybody bugging out, and you got this one man, he's just cool, calm, and collected. What the fuck is it? How is he able to, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna throw people off. And it's gonna cause the elect or the remnant to draw into it. And people are gonna be seeing the miracles. Hey man, we're getting ready to win. But we still got bullshit to go through, man. We're still gonna be tempted with that hour of temptation. All right, but we gotta endure, man. Keep the faith of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You got something?
Yeah. This is James chapter 1, verse 12. Blessed is the man that endured temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him.
Read that again, Salakia.
This is James 1 in chapter 1, verse 12. Blessed is the man that endured temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him.
Right, the Lord's promises to us, man. And the scriptures say the Most High is a man and he should not lie. All right. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai they didn't make these things up, just to lie to us, man. He said, if you endure to the end, you're going to be saved. I will save you. I will protect you from the evil that I'm getting ready to pour out upon the earth, man, for their wickedness. For who can lay any charge to the Most High's elect? Roughly paraphrasing. All right. And these niggas, they gonna bring up all types of accusations and false. It really is false accusations. Okay, saying we terrorists, the wicked, and all this other shit. But hey, man, fuck it. Y'all niggas ain't talking about shit at the end of the day. All right, because to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, we're blameless. We went out. We did the work, you know what I'm saying? We didn't do it for filthy lucre's sake. We didn't sell the truth. All right. GMS doesn't have websites where you could buy garments and t-shirts and breakdowns. Y'all did that shit. We're not changing the doctrine. Now you got all these random, then the names. We ain't gonna get started on that. Okay. It's just all that shit. It's like I said, Jake gonna pin all this shit. Esau especially, and that's all these things too are happening to paint the narrative because we're one of the main people. Hell, we're the only people speaking about the wickedness of Esau Edom, but we're constantly talking about Amalek, the house of Amalek, the elites, and so they're gonna use this. All right, they canceling porn stars. We're next. They're canceling a bitch that got hella rods in her for speaking out against them. Hey, so it's only a matter of time, man. That's gonna tighten down on that hate speech shit. Essentially, if you say anything against the small hats, you're gonna be canceled. You're gonna be done, X'd out of society. But we've already spoke about that, and we're ready for that, man. We don't give a fuck. Hey, our trust is in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Was that on that?
Yeah.
I got something real quick. It says, Wisdom of Solomon 3:1, but the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the Most High, and there shall no torment touch them. And that's plain as day, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to constantly guide, pursuing 2nd Ezra 16. He's the guide of them who keep his commandments and precepts. That's why he said, be ye not afraid, neither doubt. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is our guide. Okay, we have the ultimate cheat codes to get through and navigate. All right, the valley of the shadow of death through Babylon. All right, and especially in those days, we're gonna have to fully rely and depend on the Spirit. Okay, we ain't gonna have the time to, you're gonna have time necessarily to think, but you're gonna have to make quick decisions, man. And that's gonna be when you fully depend on Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. It says, in the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery. And they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For the Most High approved them and found them worthy for himself. As gold in the furnace hath he tried them and received them as a burnt offering. All right, so this little chastisement, all right, this little period of time where we're going through hell, hey, we're going to be greatly rewarded for it, man. All right, and we're going through these things so the Most High can prove us who's really with me, who's fully set on, on believing on me and my son. All right, that's what the Most High is doing this for. Getting out the phonies, man. Because a nigga can say he's with you all day, and then you get into a hardship, he gets put into a hardship and he just flodges completely. Yeah, I don't know him. That ain't me, He bitches up. All his loins are gone. So this is all just a test for us, man. And once again, if we endure, hey, we're gonna receive a great reward, man. This shit's gonna be nothing. You got something? You got anything else?
I had one for what you just said, but I'm not gonna be able to find that right now. But I got a different one. For a little bit earlier. This is Hebrews 11:6, and I'm gonna get in the NIV, which says New International Version. It says, "And without faith it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who earnestly seek him."
Yeah. Who earnestly seek him, man. All right, and that's the thing. You have to have faith to please Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay? Because ultimately, if you don't believe it, ain't nothing. Go ahead.
And then I got the definition for earnestly on Google. It says, with sincere and intense conviction, seriously.
Yeah. Yeah, and we gotta be serious about this thing, man. Our lives are now fully dedicated to the truth of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We know we got, brothers already have a set schedule, whether you camp Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever. You got camp, you got class, you got your lessons, you know what I'm saying? If brothers coming to town, you got to be there and, make sure brothers are good, so on and so forth. You got to help each other. Our lives are fully dedicated around this, man. And then, the basic laws, not eating pork and smoking all that other shit. Okay. Our lives are fully dedicated in Yahweh Shem Shai. And as it says, I think it's in Corinthians. I'm not sure. It might be 1 Corinthians. It talks about what shall separate us from the love of a Mashiach. Well, that might not be Corinthians. It might be. Let me see. Real quick. Damn, I can't spell. Romans, Salakia. Romans 8. I was thinking a new body, but Romans 8 and 35, it says, who shall separate us from the love of a Mashiach? Shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or peril or sword? And brothers are getting ready to go through all of that. You know what I'm saying? In some shape, form, or fashion, man. And then because you keep reading, hey, ultimately, none of these things are going to be able to separate us from the love of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay? So, hey, we're fully persuaded, man. You got anything, bro?
Yeah. I got one dealing with what you said about the friend.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Sirach chapter 12 and verse 8 to 9. It says, a friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity. In the prosperity of a man, enemies will be grieved, but in his adversity, even a friend will depart.
Mm-hmm. And it's what is it? Read that last one again.
Sirach 12 and 9. In the prosperity of a man, enemies will be grieved, but in his adversity, even a man will depart. Or Salaki, even a friend will depart.
Yeah. Right. Again, because people are usually, when you're up, you know what I'm saying, everybody's with you, but it's really what really matters is when you're down and out, when you ain't got shit. All right. When you're struggling, you truly see who your true friends are, man. Because a lot of people are really with you just for the benefits of certain things. All right. They're not truly down for the cause. So you in the truth, all right, and you know, you could be using the truth to, you know, because Jake do it, you know, get women. All right, you on every sister that comment on the comment board, you DMing her personally. Yeah, Shalom, sister, you know, and you know, doing it like that, getting money from the truth. You start to get a following. Your videos are starting to get thousands of views, so you know, you start to feel yourself. All right. But then when all hell breaks loose, or you know, you catch some hell, and you fucking flake. And ultimately, you were never down for Yahweh Shemal Shah, man. And that's the thing, brothers done been through hell. We're gonna get worse hell, but brothers done been through hell and still kept their integrity, man. Still chose Yahweh Shemal Shah at the end of the day. Brothers been presented, you know, with certain opportunities to maybe get better standing in society or so on and so forth, man. Some brothers like shit. The one brother, he was in the NFL and left. You know, shit, that's big money, man. Esau paying big bucks for a nigga to catch a football and run. Hey, but you forsake all of that for Yahweh Shemal Shai. All right. Was that it on that?
Yeah.
You got anything?
No.
All right, I got this. We'll close on this one. Mark 13:13. It says, "And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved." All right, so we have to make sure that we do that, man. Endure to the end. All right, we're getting ready to be persecuted on a high level, all for the names of Yahweh Shemal Shai, but hey, we count it joy. You know, like the apostles, you know, they rejoice. Was that Acts 5? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They rejoice in the fact that they were kind of worthy to suffer shame for the names of Yahweh Shemal Shai, man. And what were they commanded to do? To stop teaching. They went back out and kept teaching, you know. So we're not gonna stop, man, until the Most High implements Amos 8:11. You know, takes his men off the YouTube and off the highways and the byways, and we're gonna keep going, man. We're gonna keep bringing these videos out, keep going out teaching and speaking on the downfall of Babylon, as we're commanded to do. So, Lord's word is edifying to the elect. I'm going to wrap it up before we close, giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Chakadash. Hey, double honors once again, as always, to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well, taught us his truth, peace, much love, and salutation to the elect. To the next one, Shalom, Baba.